Okay. Well, it's Nikki Wiedemann with Dead Ringers. So glad to have everyone here today for, again, our sixth episode of Cringeworthy Calls. Just a reminder, Dead Ringers is a phone shopping service, and we're rooted in death care, but we also are willing to support other industries as well. But our heart is with our funeral home, cemetery, and pet loss folks. And that being said, we have our sponsor today, which is Parting Pro, and we have Tyler here today from Parting Pro, and he'll have some things here to say in just a second. But I think it's a fitting partnership with him today with this particular webinar and his sponsoring of it, because it's all about streamlined processes, especially with us where phone calls are concerned. But he has an online arrangement platform that's all focused on process as well. And I think that after today's webinar, you'll see the importance of looking at things from a process lens when folks call into your business. So Tyler, if you just have a few words, I appreciate you sharing those.
Sure. Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler Yamasaki. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Parting Pro. We are the #1 online arrangement platform for funeral homes. And the reason that we felt that this was such an important sponsorship or partnership is because even though we've created a very easy solution for a family to come onto your website, go through, pick all of their merchandise, pick all of their packages, and actually pay, and then also be able to do all the paperwork on the back end. We do realize that having good phone etiquette is really what separates the people that just have something on their website and the people that are actually really successful with the online arrangement platform. Just because a consumer is an online customer does not mean that you have to eliminate all other types of connection with them. So whether that be on the phone or email or texting, most families, from what we found, still want to talk to somebody there to make sure that there's actually a real person there. And so, just a quick statistic that we found is that 10% of families will go to a funeral home's website and transact online without ever calling the funeral home first, and actually end up in a payment and start doing all the paperwork. But the other 90% are led there by phones. So like they'll usually call in first and then have to understand, is this person trustworthy? Do I feel like they're going to be able to take care of everything, even though I'm doing most of the things online? And so we just felt like this was a perfect pairing and sponsorship with Dead Ringers, who kind of specialize in making sure that you answer your phones correctly. So yeah, that's why we're here, and we're happy to sponsor this episode.
That's awesome. Thanks, Tyler. All right, well, let's want to kind of set things up, and want you to use your lens today, thinking of folks calling into your business, and put yourself in their shoes. And also, when you go to place a call, doesn't matter what business you're calling, the pain points that you experience in that process, are you doing the same thing within your own organization? You know personally how those calls can feel, and we'll have some funny clips and things that we'll share with you today to kind of drive that home. But my goal is, when people dial your business, let's get away from creating work for them. Our goal is to serve our customers, not vice versa. So that's kind of the lens I'd like you to think about today as we move through our talk. So something that Tyler mentioned is that people do want to talk to human beings. And my husband, that's the first thing he does when he gets an automated menu in a business. He just starts saying human, human, human. So I think, especially these days, putting the human element back into our phone conversations is really important. So we do feel that in some instances, poor phone etiquette is killing your business. Maybe sometimes it's these other elements as well. And I did some research, and I have some statistics, and I didn't even share them with Tyler, that literally line up with just what he said. And there are folks out there that have created websites that help you, because the numbers aren't published, numbers to get to real life people. And I think it's I will put it in our notes when we send out the recording of the webinar to those who are listening today. But it will provide you a list. Let's say you want to call T-Mobile. They're one of our stars of the webinar today. They'll give you a number that's kind of a secret number, so you don't have to go through all those prompts. So people find this such a painful process when calling a business that they've done the work to help you to avoid those particular situations. And one thing I like to think of, and it was a quote that I saw in some of the research that I did prior to our talk today, is, are your phone prompts prompting me to hate your business? So think of that too. If you are using menus and folks that are calling into your place of business, how many prompts there are. My goal in life is that there are no prompts, zero prompts, then someone answers the phone live. So I know sometimes that it's just not possible, maybe based on the amount of staff we have, the type of business that we have. But I want us to really think hard, get past that paradigm that what can we do to get rid of any work before the person even gets on the phone. So again, it's from our perspective versus the consumer's perspective. And especially my friends and folks from the death care profession, you've already got people calling in that are in probably one of the worst days of their lives. And if we're creating pain points, that's really a shame. So again, thanks, Tyler. My opening quote from my idol, Nancy Friedman, the telephone doctor, and I think this is really important. If there's a phone on anyone's desk in your organization, and I've kind of added a caveat here, or in their pocket, because now we are so mobile wired, I guess you could say, they should be trained to use it. So anyone, doesn't matter who they are within the organization, they should be trained to use it. And not just etiquette, but also technology. So you're learning how to use the phone from a technical perspective. Okay. So episode 5 last month, we talked about empathy and the importance of putting ourselves in other people's shoes. And that kind of ties into what we're talking to today. But a lot of the things that we shared in the phone calls that we played, again, they were live calls, and in so many instances, we hear there's absolutely no caring in anyone's voice, recognizing that there's a problem or a loss, really understanding. I talked to a client yesterday, and she's like, I think we become jaded sometimes. And if that's the case, we really need to take a step back and, again, realize what folks are doing as they call into our businesses. Having respect for clients. It's the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have done unto you, you know, all those types of things, the golden rule. So again, respecting our customers. It was scary. We played some clips where folks were literally badgering the folks calling into their business. And again, empathy means understanding, or at least trying to understand what it's like walking in their shoes. So if you haven't taken a listen to that one, that was a kind of a powerful and meaningful discussion that we had around empathy.
Hello, welcome to Visa's personalized customer service kiosk.
Oh, great. This is so convenient. It's so much better than those annoying phone call message centers.
Here at Visa, personalized service is key.
Great. Okay, listen, my credit card was just stolen.
Please listen to these options carefully, as our menu has recently changed.
What?
If you would like to set up a new account, say yes now.
No, my card was stolen.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. If you would like to increase the credit limit, please say yes now.
No, I just want to tell you what happened.
If you would like to report a stolen card, say yes now.
Yeah.
This goes on for a while, and it's really funny, and I'll move here to the end. But think of someone who's lost their credit card in this particular issue, and she is concerned. She feels that, you know, maybe someone's going to use her credit card. And if you've called into a credit card company and you have to go through all these prompts, time is really important here in responding to that. So I'm going to move a little bit to the end of the call, or this particular clip, and it's just really funny.
bit of a gut. I'm just sitting here drinking a milkshake.
Talk to you.
Of course you can talk to me, ma'am. I'm all ears. And a bit of a gut. I'm just sitting here drinking a milkshake. My milkshake's better than yours. Brings all the boys to the yard.
Wow, that's really 2003.
I wanted us to say it. It's trying to get kids to sign up for the card. What can I do for you today?
Okay, look, my credit card was stolen.
I just have to put you on hold for a sec.
No. Thank you for calling Viva Personalized Customer Service. Your call is.
Okay, thanks for listening to that. At the end of that particular video, she's like literally laying on that desk crying. And so I don't necessarily though think that that's overdoing it. I know I've had some instances where I will start yelling and please don't put me on hold. And I know that we've all been through that. And those voice prompts set things up. And what I find funny about this is that all of these silly things that folks say when we put them on hold and as a part of our process. And the worst thing you could say is you are important to us, and then put someone, in prompting and on hold forever. So one thing I want us to think about is those types of things, when they happen, are called a customer compromise. What our customers have to do, the pain points we create for them in our processes. And I'd like for you to kind of think of your business from a process flow. So the phone rings, you hang up the phone, and that's something that we focus on at Dead Ringers. What are all the points through that particular process? And how do we eliminate those pain points? So in a former life, I learned what's called Kaizen concepts. It's the Toyota production system. If anyone out there, it's kind of that Six Sigma, all of that. And I learned all these great process mapping tools. But if you were to think of that and all of the steps in your particular process is what creates a pain point in that process. And you should do everything that you can to remove that. So again, taking a step back, not worrying about our own issues, our own bureaucracy, our own red tape, but what can we do to eliminate those pain points for our clients? So that being said, the next 4 episodes here will be on the 6 pillars of the customer experience. And as I mentioned, last month was empathy. And we are going to focus on every single one of these issues. And we're really working from the bottom up with these particular pillars of customer experience. And these are out there on the World Wide Web if you wanted to take a little deeper dive into that. So empathy is an important part of creating a customer experience, and also time and effort. And that's what we're talking about today. What are we doing to control the time that our customers have to deal with this, shortening that time frame and getting rid of any excessive effort that they have to take to do business with us on the phone. We'll get into resolution, expectations, and integrity and personalization in the webinars to come. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, I
Welcome
was
to
one.
InStep Wireless, America's
Okay,
best and
robot.
greatest
Sorry.
LTE Max wireless network. Press 1 for English. Thank you. To expedite this call, please enter the last 4 digits of your social security number. Thank you. Did you enter 6, 7, 9, 8?
Yes.
Press 1 for yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Please say the name of your second pet.
Rocknar, the blood-drinking gerbil of destruction.
Incorrect.
Rocknar.
Thank you. Please listen carefully as some menu items have changed. Press or say
Can I
1
speak to a
if you wish to
person?
pay. I'm sorry. Can I speak to a person is not an option. Main
Okay.
menu. If you're set.
So I love, this is Rainn Wilson from The Office. I don't know if you are aware of him, but this is a really, it's about a 4-minute video near the end, and I'll kind of fast forward. He gets so...
For service, and then I was transferred to upgrades and put on hold. I know you're just doing your job. I have a job. We all have jobs. It's the system. Gary, the system is broken. We're all just cogs in a machine. We're broken cogs in a broken cell phone machine. Do you understand, Gary? So listen, this is what I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need to go to my safe space right now. Okay, I need to go to a safe, cushy, comfortable, safe space.
And I'm going to move her here to the end.
Calling customer service is the worst. The best customer service in wireless just got better. No bots, no bouncing, no BS.
So that's T-Mobile. Oh, wait. Just you wait. So time and effort. Let's nix the red tape and how we service our customers. So Tyler, here we go. 90% of callers, and this is some of the research that we found, want to speak to a live agent. So again, we want to talk to folks. And I think what's interesting is I think companies think consumers, that they're not doing the right research, want to do everything in the virtual, the stratosphere. And that's just simply not how folks want to work. I don't know about you, but I'll always go to a company's website first. And if I can solve or get my question answered through their website, I'll do that. However, people calling into a phone number usually do that because they couldn't find the information. There was too much effort in finding the correct answer on the website. So we call in. Only 3% actually like to have an automated system. At one point, I don't know about you guys, was kind of a live chat feature in a lot of the businesses where, if I don't have to wait in line to talk to someone live, maybe I could just chat with them online. Well, they've made those virtual now too. So it's more or less still not solving my problem because it's all, algorithms and automated. So again, know that people want to talk to someone live. 83% of the time, callers are actually able to reach a live representative. And, the rest of the time they either hang up or at some point they never get to a real person. So I find that number a little concerning. And there's the 10%. 10% of callers are actually satisfied with a phone customer service experience. 10%. And, that 90% having to deal with something. And, sometimes I'm even afraid to call into a business thinking, oh no, what's going to happen? So that being said, we should do everything that we can to flop that percentage. So here we get started. We have our cringeworthy call countdown, and we do 3 of those from bad, or baddest, I guess you could say. So let's get started.
Thank you for calling.
Whoops, sorry about that. I need to go back. Sorry.
Thank you for calling CCS Enterprises. Your estimated wait time is 2 weeks. What?
That's another thing, setting up expectations of time. Goodness gracious. And, hearing that or getting put, we'll put you in a queue and we'll call you back later. Again, it's all on us as consumers versus businesses taking ownership and better serving their customers. So here's our first cringeworthy call.
T-Mobile. So tell me, how can I help you today?
Apps keep crashing.
Billing questions. I'll get you right over to an expert who can help. For verification, please enter or say your passcode or say, I don't have it.
I don't have it.
We care about your experience, so we may record this call. Looks like there's a wait. An expert will assist you in more than 2 hours. Press 1 to keep your place in line and get a call back on this number. Otherwise, stay on the line and we'll get you to an expert as soon as possible.
Hi, thank you for calling T-Mobile. This is Deepak, one of your team experts. How may I help you?
I know I let that play out a long time, and I'm creating a pain point for you. Now, that was an hour wait. That's my cohort and partner in crime, Mandy, who placed this call. And using our technology, she secret shopped T-Mobile for a real issue. And what I find absolutely infuriating was that cute little commercial with Rainn Wilson and how they're changing customer service. So not only time and effort on Mandy's part, but they're totally talking out of two sides of their mouth. So again, if you're going to promise something, they probably paid him a lot of money to do that nice little piece for them. And then we have an actual live experience of them doing exactly the opposite. There's something, as Rainn said, there's something wrong with the system. So it's really important that we do what we say we're going to do. So that was so much wasted time for Mandy. And if you heard at the beginning, I don't know, she was kind of quiet about it. She's having issues with her apps crashing. And again, their silly automated system thought she said billing. And so she, they even provided the wrong prompt. So again, the frustration, the customer compromise on Mandy's part with T-Mobile. And Mandy, I hope someday you may reconsider your wireless provider. So, wasted time. Understand the time drain we provide for our customers. And even in our processes, if there's a callback that you're promising to someone, it's important that you set an expectation. So if you're trying to get an answer, and especially my friends in the death care profession, a time drain is really, really bad. We create such pain points in our processes sometimes, and then with grief along with that, it's so important that we put ourselves in other folks' shoes. As I mentioned before, think of all of your processes and map those out when folks call into your businesses.
Customer service representative doesn't seem to know how computers work or understand basic instruction.
73170.
737 what?
73170.
Why is she screaming out? Oh,
73170.
737. So I got 73710. Is that correct?
No, it's 73170.
73710.
It's 73170. 70 is the last part.
This was Mandy's favorite because it's just so silly, but that was 1 minute and 20 seconds of him not even be able to get a zip code right. So sometimes our time drains are, we have the wrong people on the phone. I'm wondering if maybe he had a couple of shots of vodka before he started work that day. So I think it's really important that, those kinds of things, we are listening, because when we don't listen, we waste people's time. And there was some excessive effort on the part of that particular caller. And that gentleman was very patient with the gentleman on the other end of the line.
Greetings. You have reached the cemetery directory. Please listen carefully to the following menu options. For hours and rules of the grounds, please press 1. For flow regulations, please press 2. To look up a scheduled service time online, please press 3. For directions, please press 4. To locate a grave site, please press 5.
And that went on and on. This is one of our clients that we were helping, and it's like, what can we do not to work at this cemetery today? And that's what that tells me, is that we're trying to take out all of these kinds of, what they would consider basic questions, so we don't have to answer those. And what I find in that particular process is that you're missing an opportunity to connect with someone calling into your business. It's like, what can we do today not to secure business? So again, as you think of the types of calls that come into your business, and the measurements are important to you and not the customer, we create that excessive effort. So we talked about the time drain with Mandy's call, the excessive effort with our gentleman calling into Best Buy, and the effort for me to have to listen to a menus that last so long. I just want to talk to a person. If I want to know the hours of your business, it's more than likely online, but talk to me about it. Get me on the phone and let's chat. So again, understanding the effort. And I think it's a great idea. Have you called you lately? So maybe have a friend if you think folks might recognize your voice, but listen in to what it's like to call your own business. So understanding the effort that consumers go through, and then flipping your logic, making this important to the customer's eyes, not your own. So it's not about you, it's about the customer. So flipping your logic. And so let's put these two together. And we talked about the pillars of customer experience. And so we talked about time, what a time drain is like, what wasted effort is like. You put those two together and you create something really painful.
Representative. Representative.
Just follow the prompts. To better serve us, they need more info. 424-323567.
Thanks. No. 4, 2. No.
Representative.
You're transferring me.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to
Hello. Yes, my name is Jay. J-A. It wasn't a human. It was a recorded voice.
This is a funny skit. We had to edit one of the things there. But this is the guy, it's kind of got the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other. And he's, how do I handle this? Do I do it nicely or do I do it in a more graphic fashion? And you almost see like, oh my gosh, a live person. And I know this is maybe a little dramatic, but it's not if you think about being in these particular situations yourself. So time and effort in this particular example. So you create time drains and effort on your client's part, and you create a perfect, what. So what can we do to make, again, fewer pain points for our customers? And my goal is, with this particular culture, we can cancel it all day long. And it's canceling those customer compromises that we create for folks when they call into our business.
Thanks for calling Ting. This is Isabel speaking. How can I help you? Hello, this is Isabel speaking. For service in English, press 1. Para el servicio en español, presione 2. To talk about phones, press 1. To talk about something else, press 2. Please hold while we direct your call to the first available agent. Your time is important to us. Thank you for your patience. ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba da ba da ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba da ba. Thanks for calling Ting. This is Isabel speaking. How can I help you?
Oh, wow. That's quick.
I found this to be really cute. And we as businesses are setting up bad expectations. And I think what Isabel shows us here is that that's true. And getting a live person, I think, is sometimes shocking in some instances. So you have these behaviors, and he automatically, I think, was expecting a prompt. So what can we do to humanize what it is that we do on the phone? And I think Tyler made a good point that folks really do want to talk to someone, and having a problem resolved. On that particular little clip, he says, wow, that was quick. So that was a minute long little piece there. So setting those expectations within your company will create a customer experience that's they're worthy of. Okay. So 3 was time. Please avoid those time drains. And I think tracking time drains are really important. Some of the metrics that we look at here at Dead Ringers is how long does it take to get to a live person, how long you're putting folks on hold. So understanding those metrics are really important. So we have the effort. How hard is it to do business with folks? What are you doing to help that to be an easy process? And then you put those two together and it creates chaos, and helping customers to get past all of those things and putting yourselves in their shoes is so important. So your goal, and we hope that here at Dead Ringers, it's something that we can help you with, is nixing the red tape. All right. So that's the end of our talk today. I am very passionate about this particular subject, as I am in others, but this one is one that I think we could change. You as a business, if you think of this one particular issue, what you can do to remove pain points as folks calling your business are so important. So it's a cringeworthy experience, definitely. And going forward, how do we provide resolution to customers? And when there is a problem, sometimes when you have great resolution, that can really solidify a customer relationship down the road. So our topic next month on May 6th at 2 p.m. Eastern time will be resolution. And please sign up at deadringers.co /cringeworthy. And we are evolving, and our hope is to use the Facebook Live format in our next webinar. And that's a goal too, and that we look at our processes and what can we do to make our content and our professional opinions easily for you to grab onto. So really hope you can join us. Thanks again to Tyler for sponsoring us. This is so fun with Parting Pro. Thanks, Tyler. And that being said, please join us again next month. And we always welcome feedback. If there's a particular topic that you are voiced in, and we would welcome special guests. And also, if you have a topic you'd like us to take a look at, or if there's something that's worked for you that we can share the wealth with everyone that loves Dead Ringers, we'd love to have that. So thanks so much, folks, for being with us today, and enjoy this first day of April. It's opening day back in my hometown in Cincinnati, the Cincinnati Reds. Another terrible baseball team, but I will always love them. So that's no April Fool's either. So anyway, have a great day, and we'll see you next month. Thanks so much.